Congratulations. You win. Frog Rain. There we go. I'm doing pretty good. How are you? Perfect. Could be early? I mean, not really. I mean, I stream kind of around this time a lot. It just depends. Like, I was looking back at my stream, like, time when I usually go live and, like, the calendar. It's crazy. Like, a lot of my streams are very early morning. I don't know. I just stream when I can, you know? I don't really have a set schedule. But it's interesting the way that things just line up. Hmm. But yeah, work ended early today, so I've got time to stream before next work, and then I've got work pretty much all week, and then there's going to be a short stint where we're going to have possible work, but we'll see, and then I'm going to be going to visit Emma, so I may, like I said, do like a couple streams while I'm visiting with Emma, but that's not the point of the visit, so it's one of those things, right? All right, let's see. Times 4 sprinters to times 6, 1.6. Okay. I'm going to continue with my security guard build. Wasn't it bad? Yeah, work ended early and I'm going to be visiting Emma soon, so in a couple of weeks. Long story short, work ended soon today, and we've got work all week, but it's like some of it may be light, and there might be some days off where I'll be able to stream more. Yesterday, though, we had work into D&D, into more work, into more work, and then like I managed to squeeze a nap in there somewhere, which is kind of good because I kind of needed a little rest. But yes. Is this my first time? No, no, I've been there before. This will be technically it's my second visit, but I went in 20 like a little rest. Yes, I needed the little rest. I'm gonna need it today because we're gonna be doing sprinters. Let me have a candy because there we go. Yeah, I got a candy. I got gifted maple candies, which feel like they're pretty good. Don't really know though. Okay, that door's locked. Okay. I really hope we can survive. Because that's a saw. This is the first time I've seen a saw in a sprinter's run. It's like they're rare. But we're in the center house, aren't we? I mean, not really. I need to know when to hold them and fold them on this area. holiday update for lab is up within some time. Of course, yeah. If I can squeeze time in to do it, then yes. Does that mean the Christmas stuff is gonna get in the way of the frog hat? Just out of curiosity. I feel like the frog hat is really rare, as it's like we never see it. It's like never ever available. Oh, I'm dead. I should be dead. Oh, dang it. No, I have a. I don't want a keyring. Uh, Having a second keyring is kind of nice, though. My frog hat is outside. It's annoying. I need it. The game knows I need it too. Okay. Yeah, that is how it goes this runners. It's like we don't need this whole thing. We can just go. Okay. The thing is, though, we are in the basically the center of West Point, or sorry, not West Point, Riverside. So getting out of Riverside is not likely going to happen, especially because I've injured myself. We have a saw. That's like, it's huge to have a saw. It's okay though. If we can't get the frog hat, I do like playing Labyrinthine with you and Blank and Trip and like us all having fun. It is nice. I should probably consider getting it for Emma sometime. I'm actually really keen about new arts lately, because there's the somebody's working on emotes for me, which is nice, and then I've got a new artist as well that recently did my profile picture, but also did another new art for me, which is really nice. And they're gonna probably the my like go-to person for certain like types of art. So it'll be a nice balance between the folks that I've gotten like to have helped me. They're wonderful people. They're it's just like Prodigy and then Seaweed Anchovy. Yeah, who knows? I'm hoping things work out. And Hay is also still working on stuff too, but things have been busy and difficult for everyone, so I know how it is. Have I ever tried Humanity? That's a good question. No, I haven't. I've seen a couple folks playing it, but I've not. Not tried it for myself. It doesn't seem like my kind of game anyways. Like kind of a little bit, but at the same time I feel like it's more it looks more like a like faster shooter, like playing a State of Decay that's not as good as State of Decay. No offense to it. I'm not trying to throw shade or anything. It's just it looks like State of Decay, but kind of downgraded. Maybe it just needs more time though. I'm not trying. Like I said, I'm not trying to throw shade. I'm just like I because a lot of people compare it to Zomboid, but not really. State of Decay and State of Decay 2, they're very much they're not the same sort of. Um, but yeah, I'm not trying to throw shade at the game. I've never played it, so I can't have an opinion on it. Yeah, I wouldn't compare it to Zomboid though. Mostly because in Zomboid, Zomboid is definitely not a game that is focused on the gunplay. I would give it a go though, and then I would have an opinion. But it's like I said, don't take my opinion at all as anything in this case, because I don't have an opinion that's worth anything. I would have to have played the game. I've played tons of Zomboid. I can give you an opinion on Zomboid. I can't give you an opinion on Humanity. Just based on the look of it, it seems like a State of Decay game, not a Zomboid. Because State of Decay is like resource collection and driving and like so it seems like it would be like Zomboid, but Zomboid isn't. Zomboid is like hardcore permadeath survival. Zomboid's more akin to like I don't know. I would compare it more like Zomboid is like a more Sim. If The Sims and 7 Days to Die had a baby together, this would be it. I don't want to die, by the way. I have a saw. But yeah, I wish I could give an opinion on that, but I can't. The only gameplay that I seen though was that it was like a bullet time shooter, like not bullet time. That it was kind of like that it was more gunplay, like you got to shoot a lot. It was a shooter. I don't want to go that way. I want to go up this way, but I don't want to go up this way at the same time because if I remember correctly, up this way is yeah, isn't this like the old folks' home, and then the police station's over here, and then yeah, this is hard. This is a hard area. No, like okay, yeah. So you I agree. Normally, Riverside is easy, but I'm playing 100% zooming zombies. Sprinters. So that changes things. It becomes no longer as easy as all of that. Although I'm sure you know about sprinters. You're a person that very much enjoys sprinter content. I know, because I've seen you around. But yeah, compared to, say, West Point or any of the other spawns, yes, Riverside is easy, but you always choose the easy one for sprinters. If you choose West Point for sprinters, you're just asking to die. I'm desperate and hoping that I can get a car. I just killed Bon Jovi. My apologies. He shouldn't have became a zombie. I think I can get you. Very much want to check that vehicle. I got two, which is fine. Zombies. Yeah. Karumi, look what I got. I don't want to die. I really don't want to die. It's this important item, this rare important item that is difficult to come by. I haven't in 30 runs. I haven't. Am I infected? No, I'm just hurt. If I was infected, I would die right away. Infection and mortality set to instant. No guesswork. I just die. Again, frog hat fell off. Don't appreciate that. But yeah, I'm having a good day, kind of. Like, work went smooth today, which is nice, and then I'm feeling a little sluggish, but at the same time, it's the kind of sluggish that I know I can shake off. Couldn't stop it with any antibiotics? No, what are you talking about? Couldn't stop it with antibiotics. Once you get bitten, it's over. Unless you've got infection mortality off, or you're playing with a cure. There is no cure though in vanilla. So if you get bit, it's done. You're going to die. It's immediate death. Like maybe not right away, but the way that it works, if you want to think about it like this, is as soon as damage is inflicted, the second damage is inflicted, the game rolls a dice. It depends on what kind of injury it is, but if you have full infection on, the game rolls a dice. That dice basically is either a 7% chance or a 25% chance, or if you get bit, it's an 100% chance, whether or not to tick on a box that says infection. And by infection, I don't mean standard infection, that like wound infection. I mean the Nox virus, which is actually what we should be calling it instead of saying infection. Because if you say infection, it's going to confuse everybody. Like I think that we should, as a community, just stop calling the virus an infection and just call it the Nox virus. It would make more sense, and that way people would be less confused about the jargon when it comes to saying infection. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you disinfect the wound, if you use clean bandages, none of that matters. If you've been infected with the Nox virus, it's over. You die. It's just a tick box. That's all it is. If I were to load up like and show you, it's just a tick box. And as soon as you get injured by a zombie, if you have standard infection on, you it rolls that chance to tick the box. If it ticks the box, your character will die by the Nox virus. Because if you contract the Nox virus, it will kill you. It just takes time. No matter how good your character's doing, unless you have like more traits, including like the super immune, or you're playing with a cure, or you're playing with infection off, then you will die. Does it show you somewhere so you know the difference? So an infected wound only causes injury. Here, I'll even show you. What my left forearm is infected right now, or it should be soon. It's not infected yet. That's awkward because I lost the bandage. But here, my this forearm will get infected. Infected, all it does is means bacterial infection. It just means that it's going to cause your character a little bit more pain based on how injured you are. So it's just bacterial infection. It's nothing that's not. It's not. There we go. It's not the Nox virus. The Nox virus, you can easily tell if you have the Nox virus by your character starts to get symptoms. The first symptom is overheat. Your character will start to heat up like crazy. Even if you're not near corpses, if you're inside, you're away, you've got all your clothes off, everything, your character will start to heat up. That's the first sort of tell sign that you're infected. This next is you're going to see both the unhappiness and the anxiety moodle. Now, if you see those already, it's probably because you have fear of blood, or you're a smoker and you haven't smoked. But those two moodles will pop up. After that, you'll see the queasy moodle. And if you see those things all together, that generally means that you're infected with the Nox virus. And as queasy gets higher and higher and builds up more and more, eventually you reach a fever, and the fever kills you. The fever is essentially what's killing you. There's no way to survive the Nox virus once you've contracted it. It's it. Your character will die. A bite is a 100% chance to contract the Nox virus if you have infection mortality set to above saliva. So, because you can have it set to saliva only. You can have it set to... Oh, uh-oh. 1 second. Because I am not bonsai. I need to process this a little bit more coherently. No. But, yeah. I'm sorry, I really... no, I'm falling over. Do I stay down? I'm dead. Yeah. Anyways. Now the music made more sense. What do you mean? No, it's okay. I just I needed to. My mind wasn't off the tangent that I was on, and I should have focused more. And it's fine. I as much as it sucks to lose that saw, there's three things you kind of need in a sprinter's game. The first thing is an area that you can kind of call your own. I didn't have that. And because that the area I was in, while I have fences, it's not an area you can call your own because that area is full of zombies, like all over. You have to kind of really clear hard in order to get that area to be under your control. And even then, it's like there's a lot to do. Um, Anyways, in saying that, the other another thing is having a saw, and then in my case, it will be also getting a food source set up. So a food source that's decent. Um, Anyways, it's fine. We just start the next one, kind of thing. I can delete this one because we don't need it anymore. There we go. But yeah, yeah, it's just I don't blame yourself for me losing that. That's my fault. I should have focused more when I noticed things, and then I shouldn't have let tangent bother me. It's my bad. Ooh, this is both a blessing and a curse. Um, Fishing 3. But yeah, it's fine. If you have to set your mods up, then just there is a trick to that. You can if you get killed and you're playing like a game like this, set your mods before. So what I mean by that is here I'll show you real quick. Just you've seen kind of how I just sort of jumped right back in because my mods seemed to be already set. It's because I did it like this. No, I'm not gonna sneak and duck around unless I have to. There's no point because the zombies are based on sound anyways, and because my light footedness and sneaking are low, there's no need to. But anyways, if you set your mods on here, right? Like if you go into the mod section, like go into mods and set your mods here, or save them to a preset like this. You can set this up, right? It's selected all my mods and I can hit accept. It'll load up your mods. And then from there, you can go into solo, you can customize, move into your game. And then if you've saved your preset for this as well, like that, then it's just 2 clicks as opposed to having to worry about setting things up. You do it solo. Yeah, but if you set it up within the mods first, then you'll be sort of good. Anyways, get back in there. No problem. Anyways, no, I don't use skill journal. If I die, it's start over. So my goal is to just not die. Now this start's not terrible. Don't think this car has gas. It's out of gas. Its engine quality is kind of but the rest of it, we have a key. We have a key for it. So if we can find gas, then that would be great. Why rotate? Because now these park benches count as player structures, meaning that if I run a zombie near them, that the zombie could get stuck on them. Which means that, for example, if let's say I accidentally pull too many zombies, when it happens a lot, now I can use these park benches, and actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up garbage bin and I'm going to put it back down. And the same thing for this. So this trailer park is not completely terrible when it comes to this, because you usually get this area to start, and it's not a bad area as a start for sprinters, because usually there's boxes in some of these trailers as well. So see, there's 2 zombies chasing me, 3 zombies chasing me now. Can't really handle them all, right? But if I lure them... Oh, way too many, right? There we go. 1 stuck, 2 stuck. Still way too many. Still have 2 stuck on me, right? 2. There we go. Now only 1 stuck on me. Okay. See? And I'm struggling. Alright. We're gonna be tired. I need to actually full tilt. Full tilt. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. We need to make it. No, now we're in danger territory. And we die. But yeah, that's all we can do. It's the only way that you can juggle. When you get past 5 zombies, it becomes tough. But as you've seen, there is a flaw in that, and the flaw is if the zombie trips, then it resets their pathing and they can get out, which means that they can come and get you. As is what happened with that one lady. She tripped, and that trip caused her to be free from that stuff. But it's okay. Now I can go back in. You remove the bag and I put it back. What are you talking about? It's not a glitch. It's part of the game. Basically, what I did was I moved the furniture and it turned it into player-made structures. Thus, it can stop the zombies. If you don't, they'll just path around it. It's not a glitch. It's just part of the game. It's like if you move a fridge in front of a door, right? Same thing, right? It's not a glitch. It's part of the game. They're gonna break down the door eventually, and they can attack the fridge because you moved it. If you didn't move the fridge, though, then they just would never. They'd ignore it, right? They never go near it because they don't need to. And so, like, that's a game mechanic. It's not a bug. Ooh, we got a saw again. Nice. But yeah, it's yeah, that's definitely not a bug. That's just how the game works. Like, I mean, if I rotate the no nothing. The bed, it's the same thing. If you rotate anything, it's usually the way that I go about doing it is actually it depends on this one should see me and there we go. It depends on the specifically if you can't pick up the object. Like, for example, tables and stuff. When you try to pick up a table, it doesn't actually work Like it's not the same. It's it breaks it up into several pieces, right? Usually because tables frequently are multiple pieces. Um, I think this area is actually doable. It's definitely more doable than the previous area, but just because of its location. It's centralized, we have decent amount of fences. See, that was a bug. The zombie phasing through the fence, that would be a bug, in my opinion, because it's like, it's kind of weird. It's my fault, though, that that bug happened, because I pushed the zombie and cut off its animation. What's it called? The thing with the sprinters is though that they are just kind of buggy. That they because the zombies aren't meant really to go this fast. There's a lot of bugs with sprinters. At least a lot of bugs that I've noticed, and I'm sure that a lot of people who play sprinters would be able to be like, yeah, yeah, there's it happens. It's just because the zombies are moving fast and they don't really have a way to slow down. So some of the animations get really weird and jankified. Um, kind of, yeah. There are ways to do that. Like if they're standing and then you flip you can like really quickly. It takes finesse to do that, and it's risky. Especially when you're doing this, like if you can manage to do that, that you can do an instant down on a sprinter. It is just it's really gonna be like risking your character's life. Because they sprinters are just more dangerous. Okay, let's keep going. I do really like them though. I think that they're fun. They're definitely a fun change for when you've been playing Shamblers a lot. So like if you feel like fast Shamblers is getting too old for you, sprinters can humble you real quick. It can humble the best players, like because you're just gonna die on repeat just because of how fast they are. It's absurd. They're absurd levels of fast. And the sprinter players that do play sprinters consistently, they get usually well, I don't want to say that they get a bad rep for basically not being able to survive as long, but they don't deserve that rep is what I feel. Like a lot of people will feel like they can't survive long, but they can. It's just it's sprinters. It's genuinely the reason why is that, and usually a lot of the best sprinter players will play with integration. So Twitch chat is not the kindest when it comes to Zomboid and having integration. You give Twitch chat a toy to play with, they will play with it to their heart's content, right? And I'm not. I'm okay with that. Like, I mean, that's why the toys that I give are toys that I don't mind. But, and we'll get more toys eventually, but I don't intend to do integration on sprinters because that's asking for death. You lose. Hey, sir. Yes, exactly. You get nothing. That's okay. Sometimes it's good to receive nothing. Oh, I tripped over the fence. You're too close to me and I don't like it. Please, can you back up? Don't appreciate it. Yeah. I do feel like the folks that consistently play sprinters are some of the best in the at playing Zomboid. Same as the marathon folks. You can get a lot of folks that are really, really good at this game. It's like incredibly good. No, that's vanilla. It's called a jaw stab. It's it's a move you can do when you get high damage or your next attack is gonna like kill. Like it's kind of there's ways to trigger it as well. Like for example, if the zombies don't see you coming, you can kind of like sneak up on them and do an insta kill with it that way. It's shit. There's no running.